doing a regular podcast today, you guys. I'm going to drop it tomorrow. And we still have more content to drop. And y'all see the title, Let's Get It, Let's Go. You heard me. This shit don't have nothing to do with politics or whatever. It don't have nothing to do with politics. See, y'all better go and tell that little, you take that little, I told y'all going to see it drop tomorrow. Take that little plastic head off that Barbie, pop that bitch on Vicki Dillard. Why you keep hiding behind RZA, ho? Bitch, you already know what it fucking is. And you should know because you a scammer, bitch. According to the news in the YouTube streets. You scamming elderly people out their property, bitch. That's besides the point. That's what we want white people to know. That's what these motherfuckers try to come for. Vicky didn't, but others like her like a fucking Dacre Wilson. And that bitch ass motherfucking clown better be lucky he still have his motherfucking kneecaps in sight, basically. Yeah, we got that part up to God. As long as the big banks ran the checks, bitch. As long as the banks ran the motherfucking checks, bitch. You already know what it is. We don't blame the minister for this. Stop hiding behind the minister. Get from behind RZA. See, that's what these hoes like to do. You like to put on your fake ass hijabs. Don't know shit about the real fucking faith or whatever. So this is not about the faith or whatever. That's why we don't talk about how Protestants were motherfucking yeah, I get it. We've been waiting for this for over 200 years, y'all, before our mere fucking existence. Whatever the fuck Vicki Dillard had to say, bitch, don't play with MSNBC. Come and play with some real bitches. Real bitches is about equity, bitch. We ain't on that plastic fucking fake stock shit. Bowling, Washington State, all them checks y'all done. People here so many licks y'all. Y'all think we seen them boring checks and people trying to cover up? Oh, it's a boring check. It's a boring check. It's a boring check. Oh, yeah, sure it is. We ain't on that dusty. We on some dusty motherfucking. We ain't on no burn them up portfolios, bitch. We on them fucking dusty fucking bonds. Vicky Dillard has something to say, y'all. That's what we the people want to know. That's why we tell white people, the Republicans and them, like, no, let the people go at it. Let us go ham. Let us go ham. We've been waiting for this day. They be trying to hide behind NOI and shit like that, FOI, whatever they call themselves, and people come in peace. Oh, people gonna come in peace as long as you don't bite the hands that feed you, bitch. People gonna come in peace. People ain't turning the other cheek. People ain't on no motherfucking MLK shit. We ain't on that shit, bitch. That's not in our fucking vocabulary by any fucking means necessary. Individuals are gonna protect their assets, their lineage, their generational motherfucking penny wealth. It's not like UK and Britain, and it's not like celebrity wealth. What this plastic bitch have to say? And people been waiting. Well, we've been waiting for this moment. This whole, and she's gonna be like this. And bitch, you from Mississippi. Bitch, we from fucking New Orleans. All that shit you try to sit up, all that tarot card shit. Bitch, that don't mean a motherfucking thing. That don't mean a motherfucking thing. That's it, and that's all, bitch. That's it, and that's all. We gonna do this in front of the white people. We want these white people to know that we mean business, and ain't nothing that these white people can do to sit up there and try to silence voices, period, bitch. Y'all hoes got a motherfucking mic, and today, tomorrow, and yesterday, people gonna have their fucking mic. Not hide behind fucking RZA. They always trying to hide behind a minister. Minister already know what it is. He know when you go to poking bears and you fucking with people's assets and you fucking with this and you fucking with that. We can't blame that on a motherfucking white man. Can't blame that on a white man. This video is gonna be very, very, very seller languagely charged. Bitch, it's called language. And those are the individuals that always get a platform or whatever, and that's why we have to do it without mainstream media. That's why we had to show mainstream media. We have to do it without them, you guys. Even though they were generous, they were willing to give people we can do some off the record type shit. We just wanted to see, we want white people and black people who are real journalists to see this shit play out in real time, basically. We want them to see you motherfucking hoteps and you poverty pimps lie between your fucking teeth, basically. That's why we did it without the mainstream. We don't need sympathy from the media, bitch. And it's coming from a bitch that sent up there saying, did the government make you steal property from the elderly, bitch? You remind me of Felita Hannah Poole. It's giving me motherfucking Hannah's home care vibes. Hiding individuals' assets underneath your motherfucking sham-ass business. Even though you didn't hide it underneath the sham-ass business. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. So I would tell people, go to the finish line. Asians, Pacific Islanders, go to the Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, Black Americans. We're not African American, bitch. We know our fucking lineage, and none of you motherfucking dog-faced hoes can take that away from us. And that's why I tell everyone, be proud of where you come from. But when you land in the United States of America, it should be these laws that you have to follow. Individuals follow the laws into these motherfuckers. I ain't gonna say it to these motherfuckers because people be justified if they sit up there and just really, really, really want to seek motherfucking redemption and fucking revenge. However, individuals choose to do it the intellectual way. Go and play with RZA, bitch. Do not play in our fucking faces, Vicki Dillard, because it's motherfuckers like you and Dacre Wilson. You lucky you're not sitting and rotting away in motherfucking federal prison, bitch. So you should be grateful for that. Dacre Wilson like to disappear, you guys. He like to sit up there and do a motherfucking, not a deep fake. We like the deep fake. How you doing? He like to sit up there and just disappear or whatever. You can't disappear from Compass Bank. You can't disappear from Wachovia. You can't disappear from Wells Fargo. Darling. And the name how many banks Dacre Wilson worked for. He worked for them all, darling. That's what made research so fantastic. And all we had to do was follow the trail. Follow the money. Except for it wasn't his money. $300,000. What would you guys do if individuals thought that they could sit up there and hit a $300,000 lick on you, and then when a bank starts giving you the bills after many years, darlings, you're like, this isn't a mortgage. This is a hello. And we ain't talking about Beyonce. Leave the queen out of this. And she might not agree with motherfuckers' politics, but how would celebrities also, y'all seen, I think that was Madonna? Motherfuckers sitting up there faking accounting, not the accounting, bitch. Not the accounting, and you didn't think that white people, old people, black people were going to stand the fuck up? And then the motherfuckers was fired at the big bank, because if they want to fire the motherfuckers, I'm like, look, executives, because if I pull up the third time I'm going away in handcuffs. We're just going to keep it 100. We're going to keep it 100. I'm going away in handcuffs, then explain to whatever. These motherfuckers are thieves. You taking cash money. Cash. You taking the baits, because we know what they're going to do. You're going to call in 48 hours, and you're going to be like, you owe us some more money. Even though individuals doubled and tripled up the house notes. Make it make sense. And Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is like, what can we do? What can you do to protect first-time home buyers? What can you do to protect other individuals who are elderly, who don't know any better, because Glass-Steagall was repealed. It fucked with the student loans. It fucked with the mortgage industry. It fucked with the real estate industry or whatever. We're not going to go into motherfucking detail because we don't want any more copycats. But if you choose to engage in any type of real estate fraud, bitch, just know that individuals are watching. They fuck with motherfuckers that came from the fucking projects. That's what we want white people to know, and black people who are still coming behind us, and individuals who might have gotten bewitched. They fuck with first-time home buyers, and that's why we're pissed off, DC. That's what the fuck Dacre Wilson did, and he better be lucky he still have his motherfucking kneecaps. You fuck with motherfuckers that was making $3.25 motherfucking cents. $3.25. Save their motherfucking shekels and their fucking pennies for 15 plus years in order to become a fucking first-time home buyer. Vicki Dillard, suck a fucking dick or two, bitch. Don't hide behind a minister, bitch. Don't hide behind fucking RZA, bitch. No, bitch, you come out because we want to do this shit. We want to do this shit before the fucking public. We want our motherfucking day, because we couldn't have our fucking day in court because the motherfucking banks had to cut the checks, bitch. The banks knew we meant fucking business, bitch, and we would have burned that motherfucker down. We ain't talking about the banks. And y'all, even if I sit up there and get animated, these pussy ass motherfuckers like a Vicki Dillard and a fucking Dacre Wilson can't tell us nigga shit. Y'all motherfuckers did this shit to the fucking middle class motherfucking America. Bitch, don't you ever forget, because we will not forget. Bill Clinton couldn't see this shit coming. Motherfuckers already knew what the fucking get up was, because the math wasn't mathing. You doubling and tripling your fucking house notes, and you can't see where it's going, bitch. It's tucked away. Follow the fucking money. Them motherfuckers lock people out their accounts. Darlings, you're too fucking late. Like, it is what it motherfucking is. You motherfucking low class. You low level motherfucking, you peasants working at the fucking banks. Fraud comes from the fucking bottom. Meanwhile, you have Vicki or whatever. You got something against capitalism, bitch? You got something against capitalism, bitch? When capitalism worked the right, if it wasn't for capitalism, how the fuck would individuals be able to save shackles for 15 or 20 years? Be able to buy their first home coming from the fucking projects, bitch? Girl, fuck you. Don't hide behind the fucking minister. The minister know what's going on. Don't take a million man march. It doesn't take a fucking million woman motherfucking march. And white people need to understand, when we dealing with our motherfucking own, allow us to deal with our motherfucking own. No differently from how other fucking cultures do it. We don't see a bitch like Vicki Dillard, you bum ass hoe, being censored. Nah, this bitch get the poke at MSNBC. MSNBC didn't run off on the plug twice. MSNBC didn't start the housing bubble crash, bitch. Fraud comes from the fucking bottom. You can blame a lot of shit on DC, like sometimes DC does not handle the fucking business. Sometimes DC is not a hold of shit. Sometimes the Federal Reserve is not a hold of shit. These motherfuckers try to be bigger than the government, bigger than the Federal Reserve, as I always say. Bigger than the fucking big banks. They try to knock the big banks and consumers, i.e. first-time home buyers, middle-class America, out with one stone. And that's why we tell individuals across the United States of America, from sea to fucking shining sea, you keep your heads held high and you fight to protect your fucking asset. You fight to protect your land. Why these motherfuckers screaming reparations and we want 40 acres in the mill. If you want it, come and fucking take it. And we're not hiding behind Ted Cruz. We're tired of hiding behind politicians. Black people tired. White people tired. Hispanic people are fucking sick and tired of the identity fucking politics, when every single person in America who sought opportunities, who sought to have a better life other than the life that they came from, and they worked hard to get it, bitch. This is the message for Dickeyville, bitch. They work hard to get it, bitch. Now be goddamn if motherfucking peasants stripped them of their motherfucking lands. Why you think we ain't blaming the banks? They tried, like they said, fuck you to the banks, fuck you to the government, and fuck you to the American people. 3 motherfucking birds, 1 stone. 3 birds, one. We will never debate you peasants. We would never give you peasants the time of the day, but what we can do, we can respond to you hoes and motherfuckers that are like you, because there's more coming after you. That's why we encourage the American people. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on your land. Keep your eyes on your assets. Keep your eyes on your credit. Keep your eyes on your our motherfucking Social Security numbers do not belong to us right now. Make it fucking make sense. This was an attack on the middle class. Fucked with the working poor. You can't become it unless you start from the working poor, unless you sit up there and inherit everything. Honey, this is not Britain. We're going to get to that in a second. Not today. Probably tomorrow, whatever, because we don't have to drop when we feel like it. But when we want to respond, we can come up at any motherfucking given moment in time and space, respond to this plastic ass, respond to this motherfucking midget, respond to this midget, bitch, while y'all out here flipping tarot cards, bitch, we're out here working. While you're out here trying to cast the spell, bitch, we are giving it up to God. How does war get started? War gets started as soon as you try to come for people's land rights and mineral rights. As soon as you try to come for the credit lines that they themselves don't even use, darlings. Make it make sense. So while the clowns and these hoes in the YouTube streets, people do not live above their fucking means. They live comfortably. And when other individuals are able to, like celebrities and other people who are royal status, when they can live the way that they can live, which is still off of the people, because it takes people to support them, don't you ever get it twisted. And what I mean by that is individuals are not envious and jealous of what celebrities and other individuals have. Individuals do not inspire to be a billionaire, okay? The more money you make, the more they take. But the billionaires know how to hit up that mother. They know how to tax break. Tax break. These motherfuckers in the YouTube streets, they be talking all this garbage, this hot shit. And it ain't even hot. It is just dusty. Just dusty. Just dusty. Politicians can't talk to you. That's why will you ever become a politician? Fuck no, because we can't curse. We'll be held to higher standards like the politicians that you see that steadily get on, not the red carpet, darlings. They get on the floor and they debate. Oh, well, we're tired. Negotiation and mediation is over. Period. 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 I keep telling you, it was easier to negotiate with executive levels at the bank, and they still not the trillionaires. They have their people that's in line or whatever that's over the crony thieves, the bankers, that's the tellers working in the inside. They're easier to get along with and work with than these peasants. Jay Inslee. This peasant keeps calling. Have your attorney call, okay? Individuals don't have a law degree, but individuals can still negotiate. Some of their attorneys have been not recusing themselves. Clay Dickinson. I told you I was going to read one name. It's Clay Dickinson. I yield back to DC. Clay Dickinson recused himself because he knew that these fucking peasants were up to something. He doesn't have anything to do with that. That's you gotta slot it in. You gotta Bravo Alpha Delta that shit. Because the sheep and zombies, it's gonna go over their heads. Clay Dickinson. I'll yield back to DC. This is bigger than DC. That's why it's important for the American people to speak, because sometimes DC can be so busy, darling. Sometimes they're not doing anything at all. Sometimes they're passing bills and passing laws. Okay? But when it comes to sovereignty of deep red states, that part. And the only reason why we get animated because when we see hoes like Vicki Dillard get from behind Rizza Islam, the minister know exactly what we're speaking about, darling, and it has nothing to do with the Jews. Matter of fact, there's no one person, there's not even a single person listening to these dirty reports that's Jewish. The Jewish people are not really about fucking up the middle line and the bottom line and the poverty line. They have better sense. I'm talking about real Jews, which you guys don't get to see or whatever because you have been mistaken, just like people mistake themselves as being African American. We do it the old-fashioned way, DC, and that's how we get reports as well. Clips, staples. For security purposes, you gotta remove staples and clips and all that other stuff, so you can use tape or other stuff in order to transmit dirty materials. Individuals are having a field day because I told you guys, if you do any type of research, make sure I signed a dotted line, as I told you guys yesterday, and I've been telling you this for years. Make sure you get your copy of any given type of contract or whatever, because DC is cheap. Not all of them or whatever. I'm sure their workers get paid or whatever. Make sure you get a copy, darlings. That's why the tech princess is a little bit pissed off because I did not receive a stipend, and motherfuckers say, we solved the Wells Fargo thing. That's why individuals speak or whatever. Individuals try to take credit for others' work. And then I'm going to oust this motherfucker because he's a so-called professor. took in credit for individuals' work. And when I got to the end of the book, and I told my professor straight up, why am I going to read a book? I might as well have written this book myself, ma'am. I didn't tell it to her like that, but when he got to the end, he said he couldn't even determine how X, Y, and Z occurred. That's because you didn't do the research, sir. And this is a whole professor, Louisiana. I started to contact the university and be like, how do you feel? No, not how do you feel. What do you think about your professor engaging in plagiarism from a student? Then the audacity, individuals had to read basically their own work. They just worded it a little bit differently, but he couldn't get to the conclusion as to why things failed when it comes to certain types of administrative garbage or CRIJ garbage, because he didn't have time, or he was too lazy or too obese to do his own research in order to write a book. That's why I said I'll never write a book, you guys. However, we sit up there and give the American people snippets so they're able to save themselves when it comes to protecting their assets, their identities, which is all you need is one bad apple to misuse your identity and your social security number. Raise your hand if you've been either victim turned survivor of identity theft and fraud synthetically, electronically, and then you receive bills that you did not create. What do you say? I say we should make like the Boston Tea Party and serve these motherfuckers their rights. It's not a Republican and Democrat thing, but as I've stated to the Democrats, as individuals approach me at the polls and I can see their faces plastered all over. What do you say to your colleagues in liberal side of Louisiana who failed? We're not the politicians that failed. We're talking about they failed. What do you say to Washington State? What do you say to Georgia? Colonel Potter keeps speaking about us. The intel is sir, the intel community didn't start this shit. Respectfully. And I hope he's having an amazing day, because all you can do is pass the batons and allow individuals to fight for their rights. Other individuals who came before us laid down the blue or the pink prints. Intel community can be your most dangerous enemy. Intel community or pedophiles, intel or frauds at the bottom, intel or let's say peasants who like to say F the police, F the government, and F individuals who protect borders. Individuals know what it feels like to lose border patrol, and they were heartbroken. Individuals know what it feels like to lose people in Iraq or Afghanistan, but individuals relate more to Iraq. And thank God, Operation Desert Storm, I don't know what the fuck we was doing in those motherfucking countries, but at some point in some time in space, when will sovereign nations get back to real trade and export? Colonel Potter say, intel, I'd rather have intel than to have these serial rapists or these serial motherfucking pedophiles. And yeah, individuals might not be able to catch them all, but when they catch them all, sir, no face, no case. And those are the men that deal with these motherfucking clowns. Women are dealing with clowns. We might can put our foot on some clowns' asses. We can't strong arm no clowns. But base military can. And when you're underneath semi-martial law, motherfuckers don't want to get in the house, and that's exactly what they got, like during Katrina. And that's why we have to warn people, hey, follow the orders. It's only going to be temporary or whatever. Follow the orders so that the streets can be clear. It felt like we was in Iraq, but really not really. But they were able to get it underneath control. But you know what it take? People from Afghanistan and Iraq. Because National Guards couldn't do it. Those 18-year-old boys, they couldn't do it. One of them sat in the corner. I'm like, what are you doing? Get your ass up. He's in a balling in the corner in the Superdome. Yeah, what are you doing, sir? Get your ass up. You're in your fucking uniform or whatever, and you don't necessarily have to rock and roll, but you need to stand your ass up and get out that corner or whatever, because if you don't allow yourself to be broken into a man, what's gonna make you a man? He was petrified. See, I'm a woman. I'm not petrified. We've been through not this before. You was just in a corner. Get your ass up. The boys are coming. There's no reason for you to be petrified. This is a learning experience or whatever, and it's survival of the fittest. Colonel Potter, I keep on trying to Colonel Potter have a slight social. We're in parallel worlds, you guys. But I'm glad when he goes on his vacations and trips and stuff like that. And he's a grandfather, and his book is gonna be re-released or republished by someone. He's not gonna get any money for it or whatever. When it comes to real community service, choke no joke, we don't get. He was trying to explain to you guys what an internship is. I'm gonna cover that on a different video. Internships. We do it for the cause. We do it to give back or whatever. But I'm gonna cover that on a different note. But yeah, so that's why the boys were ranked. And that was underneath Bush at that time. I didn't flinch. I knew the boys were coming. That's why I was trying to prepare citizens, because they get frightened and stuff when they see people in uniform and they see the black, or they see all kind of things fly in the air. They gotta make sure the course is clear. And I always tell you, don't flinch, don't move. Put your hands where people can see them. Don't utter anything. Just be mute and just follow any type of instructions that you're given. And it ran smoothly. And motherfuckers was like, it's the Armageddon. We finna strong arm our military, sir. These boys are coming from where they have been through real combat, so they are ready to play. Not only are they ready to play, they're ready to slay if they have to. And they had to. They had to make examples out of individuals. Unfortunately, but fortunately. That's why when it comes to close combat, and the sergeant isn't here, I don't have nothing on my side otherwise, but I don't like to show weapons and firearms. When your weapon and firearms on your side, because this is what happened in the Superdome, I'm going to tell y'all real quick. We ain't not gonna write no fake books like other people did. So when the fucking female guard was speaking to somebody or whatever, she had her, she must have been turned to where they can sit up there and get control of her, right? Instead of sitting up there and, get in a stance or whatever, put your, you don't have to fire your thing, but at least have it to where you're able to sit up there and get to it if you have to. Instead, she must have trusted individuals or whatever. They caught her off guard, and she was struggling for it, so a sniper, bow, took that motherfucker out, and we can hear the commotion. All you heard was, bow. So then individuals, that's why when I say, when it comes to any type of person, and they have to sit up there and regain some order and control, let them regain the order and control when they're competent. Individuals it started a frenzy. Y'all just gonna let them lay there? Oh no, they raising hell or whatever, and I'm trying to calm other people down or whatever, because whatever individuals jump into, you're gonna jump into it, and then you're gonna be the next example or whatever. It didn't get to that point, but when it got to the point of individuals have to be made an example because they tried to strong arm a female soldier, and she must have, I don't know what her rank was, but when people approaching you, don't let them get to a certain distance or whatever if they're speaking to you. So he tried to strong arm her, and he went down. So people was, at least put a blanket on him. No blanket. He's gonna be that example because he overstepped his boundaries. Period. And he could have ended up injuring a lot of people in the Superdome during Katrina. So shout out to individuals who have a good eye. Shout out to individuals who have a good aim. And that's why you have to let the boys rock and roll and let the boys do what they're gonna do. That's why when Colonel Potter be like, the girls are going on the front lines, not necessarily, sir. Not front lines with guns in your face or whatever. You don't flinch or whatever. You don't bend, you don't fold or whatever. People learned that a long time ago. It didn't take in Iraq. And women, some women have gone to Iraq. I have not gone to Iraq, okay? So a lot of individuals on the YouTube street like, people have pizza. No, people get animated. People get a little bit theatrical. Okay? Now that we got that out the way. So, on the roof of the Superdome, I know media is there. I can't see them, but I know it has to be somebody reporting what's going on the ground. I'm telling people the whole world is watching right now. Had to stand on a trash bag. Bandit. Bandit wasn't born until a couple years ago, you guys. I'm being funny. Had to stand. I'm like, look, y'all already see the birds have gotten the fuck out of motherfucking. Excuse me. You don't see any animals. See people jumping off this and that or whatever. People was jumping off of every motherfucking thing or whatever. And the birds got the fuck. They ghosted. Be calm. Help is on the way or whatever. It's up to you whether or not you want help or whatever. So are you gonna put your life in your hands into individuals who are competent and they know what they're doing? They know what they're doing because they had to grab the motherfuckers from Iraq and Afghanistan. They had to grab motherfuckers who would not bend or motherfucking fold, who would not allow motherfuckers to tug on their heart. Because when it's time to fight, you only have one chance. You have to let people know the world is watching you right now. So it's all of how you want Louisiana to look. So calm down a little bit. Other people still a little bit. They're coming to take. You're not going to get Mo. It's not like you haven't done anything to go to get Mo. They was like, it's Armageddon. Yeah, that's what it looked like because the sky was black. Yeah, it was dark. The birds got the fuck out of Dodge. I was just like, even the birds have flown. Not south. We were down south. Birds got the fuck. They could fly away. I'm saying, y'all ever sit up there and imagine, be like, oh, if I could just be a bird for a second and just disappear out of an event? And then birds was motherfucker. It was like, shit, we out this bitch. We can't save them. So the boys did. God did. God did. And there's so many of them to like really think or whatever. Just like when individuals was standing on the Hummers, I told you guys some while back. They were like, we don't want to throw the MREs to the fucking, just toss them bitches. They don't give a fuck how they're being fed. Don't get off that fucking Hummer. He was like, I don't know where these guys are from. They have been from upstate. I feel bad throwing a feel bad. You get off this Hummer, they're gonna try to strong arm your ass. Stay your ass on that Hummer and throw it. They don't care. They're gonna catch it. They used to catching bees and everything else on Mardi Gras. So when he started seeing the people comply, he was like, he felt a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? That's because he had compassion. He said, it feel like we're feeding dogs. I said, you get off that Hummer, you might be dog food, sir. So he stayed his ass on the fucking Hummer or whatever, throwing out the MREs, and people were proud, grateful for it. Some motherfuckers was like, what we gonna do with this baby? Hold on, y'all. When I'm gonna meet the water, people was like, I'm not gonna probably grab the key. Yeah, I had to grab the key because people are like, what are we gonna do with this? What are we gonna do with those MREs? They didn't know what to do. It was like, it's just gonna boil and cook itself. Let me know what y'all favorite MREs are. So I don't know in Florida if they were able to pass these out in Florida or whatever. Some individuals, they be like, what are you gonna do with the MREs? So you're gonna eat them. That's dinner, and it's a lot of calories. So I didn't eat that much. That's why when I made it, by the time I made it to Texas after they rescued us off the Superdome roof, I was thin. I I probably was 90 pounds wet, y'all. I was thin because all I survived off of was water because I was fetching food for elderly people who couldn't get up and fetching food for people who was immobile basically. But I was like, that's food. They have enough calories in there to where you can starve for probably about 24, 48, 72 hours. It depends on your metabolism. But yeah, people say, what? That's your dinner. And they got used to it too. They weren't too bad. Some of them were, oh, they getting a little better though. So I didn't eat the sweets that's in it. They have cookies and cakes and all kind of shit, and I don't eat the sweets. I'm not a sweet. I don't. I talk about ice cream, but I don't eat it. I eat a snow cone. I can eat a snow cone with no flavor on it. I'm not really sweets, and if I get a sweet tooth, normally it's when I'm on my cycle or about to start it. TMI. I like M&M's is my guilty. Chocolate is my guilty pleasure, but MREs, yeah, that's how people survived. But as I stated, I got to the point to where I stopped eating, and I just survived off of water. So that's why I'm used to it, basically. So that's what Hurricane Katrina was able to teach me. I didn't have to get taught too much because we used to government cheese, Vlad. And Mr. Michael Irvin, you got Warren Sapp who came out, Hall of Famer, y'all. Yeah, y'all missing out. Y'all gotta go to Vlad to see legends in the NFL. Michael Irvin was a firecracker. He was a firecracker. But yeah, MRE's got us through some pretty tough times. I don't call it tough. It was necessary. So individuals kept diaries. I didn't write a book. I thought I was gonna put a book out, but I'm like, that's how I can tell if people lying about being somewhere because individuals were there and I was like literally recording, not like this. Because the phones, we didn't have a way to plug up our phones, and phones are not advanced as technology wasn't as advanced as it is today. But the phone lines weren't working anyway, so but individuals were able to write, transcribe is what they used to say back in the day. Transcribe. And that's how when individuals put out books or they document it, we can tell when individuals were lying. We can tell if they were not really on the ground. And we can also determine whether or not people embellish stories at the Superdome. This isn't about Katrina, so prayers to Florida, Hurricane Ian. How do they name hurricanes? Because people keep asking. I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist. I'm not a storm chaser. I'm not getting out in there because I don't see how they do that shit. They really be out there. I don't know if Anderson Cooper works, but sir, not the Charlie Igloo. People try to accuse. They had the Southern thinking I was like, I don't know Anderson. I never met that guy. They say CNN headquarters in Georgia. Maybe I need to stop by and be like, they might pull a WWLC. I told you the Irish Canary is a girl. Because people keep getting me confused with, I am not DJ Envy. Even though I used to do beats and all the other stuff, and other DJs do beats on the ones and the twos. They spin them, like scratch them, spin them, and all those things. I started out animated, now I'm just kind of like, ooh. Yep. MRE's got us through some pretty tough times, darlings. I'll never forget. That's why I keep on reminiscing when the boys came out this drunk. I'm like, the fuck? I was just like, this not Armageddon. It feels like a movie. So I was just in a trance. They said Warren Sapp was in a trance. So I was reading Vlad's comments. Y'all are ignorant. I'm finna get to that in a minute. I'm just like, then the guy was like, come here. Right now, your name, your address, your, I like, damn, you asking for everything except for my social security number. I think I wrote that bitch down too. he took that pad out. You come here. So I tell Sergeant, kind up and you come here. You, where are you going? You, he got on the phone. We need one more bus. You're getting out of here. You don't belong here. I'm like, sir, I'm from New Orleans or whatever. Got caught up or whatever. Everybody fled. Then I was the last party and when it was time for me, everybody had already gone. And I thought I was just gonna thug it out like we did the first time, because last time I flew out and then it was just like good weather, people barbecuing and grilling, just nice weather. But Katrina was like, shit. Katrina was like, bitch, I'm finna show y'all. And she did. But I don't know how they name hurricanes. That's a very interesting question. So y'all might want to check with real meteorologists if you know who your meteorologists are or whatever. The meteorologists in New Orleans, they're retired. Well, some of them, the OGs, are retired. One of them wanted to pay like Trump. Trump saying that's sincere. I don't know. Anywho, but let's get to Warren Sapp. So, Warren Sapp is a Hall of Famer, you guys. And I hope I'm using the correct terminology. I know that I'm not on my sports entertainment shit anymore because I had to, you know what I'm saying, basically make room for new information. So people understand what that is if they are real professionals out there in the universe. Individual said Warren Sapp, when he was making faces saying he glitched or whatever, older interviews, if you guys stop being stuck in a sunken place, he was speaking about CTE. And there's not a lot of research about CTE. And that's probably why it's important for individuals to, I know science have a bad rep, but donate like their brains to science or stuff like that or whatever, so that doctors and real medical professionals can get a better understanding. Because CTE, I guess it comes from like when individuals have like a lot of concussions and stuff like that or whatever. I'm not a medical expert, but if individuals have seen, because they used to be like Troy Aikman faking concussions or whatever, if y'all ever seen people play sports, it doesn't even matter if it could be any sport. No sport is truly like 100% safe, or you can make contact at any point in time. You're like Troy Aikman faking concussions or whatever. This is bigger than Troy Aikman, so we're just gonna speak about regular people before they made it to the pros or whatever. Concussions are real. Like if you're keeping it, it's only so much that the brain can take away. It's no different. Like if you have a newborn, you don't toss babies up because their brains are soft, and it's just not. You can't do that. People have a lot of contact going on constantly, it's going to affect not only their body, but it's also going to affect their brain. But there's not enough research on it. That's why I don't discuss CTE. But a lot of players have been discussing it, whatever. They can't really go into detail because obviously, I don't label it as they can't articulate. But sometimes they might have a moment in time to where they get a freeze, or so it's not a glitch. El Roker, that probably was a glitch. Y'all seen that flashback of El Roker when he was like, but that probably happens to you guys sometimes when you're making a video. You might see something or whatever, or the screen, and you just might, what was I talking about again or whatever? Now, that doesn't mean that Chaz have CTE. I don't know what caused that, but that's probably why I really don't like to be filmed. And that's probably why I try not to look at, like, if y'all see me look, I don't be looking at something all the time. I'll let you know if I'm looking at the trees or whatever. I'll let you know if I'm sitting up there looking at birds or a squirrel, but sometimes you just like, somebody can say something, you can go into a, I don't know what caused that. Y'all have to ask real professionals. And that's why I try not to just like look, or if I become distracted, anybody can do that. But when it comes to CTE, it's very much real. Concussions are real. People don't have to fake it or whatever, because if you ever seen someone go down on a football field, that's the most horrifying. Just, whew, it's like your heart just drops. That's what happens. Okay? And then they be all dazed and confused. They be disoriented or whatever. No, concussions are real. No different from if somebody pass out or whatever, or have an out of body experience. Some people can remember their experiences, and some embellish it. We're not gonna get on that because there's real doctors who can speak about outer body experiences, CTE, and all the other stuff. But as I said, it's not enough research, and it's like it reminds me like of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and multiple sclerosis. Because we had a good friend, he he declined really rapidly, like really fast, and it took him a long time to tell me. Um, yeah, he declined really fast, and he said he did all treatment that was available, whatever. That's why it's important for black people, especially because white people and other people, they go to the doctor, and people are like, oh, doctors this, doctor that. Early detection is the best. And even if other individuals can spot the signs, I'm not a doctor. Sometimes I was able to see signs or whatever and tell them just seek medical, you know, I mean, seek professional help or seek medical Advice. I'm stuttering. So yeah, CTE is not in the same cluster as like Alzheimer's and MS, multiple sclerosis, and other type of ailments is what I call them. I don't call it an illness. I just say ailments. And sometimes people go, well, Alzheimer's people or dementia people go in and out, in and out. They might be themselves one day, and the next day they might be like, "Who are you?" Like she was like, "Get out of my room, ma'am. You're not in your high rise. Stop fussing at these clients and hush before I have to." You know, it's something you can rub on them so they can calm down. She was like, "No, I don't want that. I'm gonna behave." I say, "You better because." Ma'am, you're trying to get back to your high rise so that you're not down here sharing a room with strangers. She opened that curtain. She's like, "Who is that? Get out of my room." I was like, "You're not at home." So that was the objective, was to get them back to where they're not going to be 100%, but at least get them back to the point to where they're able to be independent. She was cute. She used to scare the hell out of me, y'all. She'll wake up in a minute. I'm like, what are you doing? It looks like she was floating one day. Blue eyes, silver fucking hair, pretty ass gown. I'm like, yo, you're supposed to be asleep. I know, but no. Go and lay down is what you need to do. You don't yell at them or anything, because I don't know what the hell they doing. They just know they'll pop up at 3, 2:40. They will just pop up like, good. No, it's not good morning yet. Go and lay down. Lie down. But elderly individuals, you can learn a lot from them, even if they have dementia or Alzheimer's. Because like I said, they'll go in and out or whatever. You'll know when they're in, because then they can start talking about memories, and then they can have pictures or letters and stuff to back it up so that you can tell that they're speaking the truth, basically. But yeah, Warren Sapp, he suffers from CTE, you guys. Or at least that's what he said or whatever. But yeah, you could tell his well, I wasn't really paying attention to the motor skills, but his verbal, it was kind of off. But he's still kicking. Y'all gotta go to Valette and y'all gotta watch. Y'all gotta see. Now she ain't be giving y'all all that information because you should have enough sense. And Valette, yeah, he got his ups and downs, but at least he ain't spreading fake news across the YouTube streets, and he get the word from the curb, i.e. the horse's mouth. So that's why some of the interviews are very important. So Michael Irvin, you heard me. Michael Irvin used to be off the chain. We was like, oh, not again. Y'all know I rep that hood ass, but Texas, I mean, golly, well, how about them boys? What about them boys? I don't know if Michael played when other people play, because Michael a little bit older than us. Troy Aikman, I think he definitely played when individuals played, though. He's no Michael Tillman, though, but he still put the one up when he make a touchdown. Or always to stop and put the one up. Troy Aikman, he opened up a restaurant. Yeah, I haven't seen up there, but he was on his B1, B2, B3. I was like, darling, how you doing? We ain't got time for that. We got time for football and entertainment and all that stuff. So yeah, sports really brought America just like it's just like sports just do something to you. It starts or sparks a conversation. You're not concerned about stupid fucking politics, so at least we weren't back in those times, and I'm still not back in the look. Not concerned about we some concerned about laws and stuff. Politics, not so much or whatever. Sports truly was that thing that just brought Americans and no matter where they came from together, especially the guys, because then the guys, that's all you're gonna hear them speak about is stats and sports and their numbers. Then they're gonna go to reminiscing, thinking about when they were on a football field and running their numbers, comparing their numbers, and it's good. That's bromanship. And even if they disagree, it's still communication. And you do not have to agree to disagree. I keep hearing it say, I agree to disagree. I mean, I agree to no, it is what it is or whatever. Let people talk their shit as long as they do it in a responsible manner. Sometimes the boys will rough each other up in the locker room. We're not always going to hear about stuff, whatever I did in high school. Rough each other up, get pissed off because you don't sit up there and miss the fucking field goal. Now everybody got to tag team you. They're not going to punish you, but they're going to make sure you learn a lesson. It's work. Pay attention. You want to win a game or you want to win a game and go home or not? So yeah, sports is fascinating. That's what politics is supposed to be like. Sports, I told you, it's supposed to just be about the fun, the competition. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what it is now, whatever. So I hardly tune into it. And when it came to NBA, well, when it comes to the NBA, oh, I knew stats when it comes to NBA, NFL like the back of my hand, and I would bet. High school and all. Place a bet. I want the money, or you're about to buy me some motherfucking lunch for the entire week. Not just one day, darling. We didn't get free lunch. We probably should have, but we didn't. We didn't get free lunch, Michael Irvin. I told y'all I used to sit up there and listen to people. I go to the line. I'm from the projects, y'all. I came to Texas, baby. We can't get free lunch. Look, my mother is only making $325 an hour. I don't know why we can't qualify for free lunch. But let me tell you something. You know how Lucy do. I tell you something. I tell you what I'm gonna do. When she trying to set that meat in her coat on I Love Lucy, I listen to people call their number out in their fucking lunch line. I'm not finna sit in this lunch line, baby. We had like 6. We had a whole bunch of lunch lines. Baby, I'm finna go ahead and walk across to the other lunch line, baby. Hold on. Let me get this out you real quick. Call out that number, you heard me? And then what we should have did was put people on. Because once you start putting too many motherfuckers on, then motherfuckers end up there and putting other people on like, look, this is the motherfucking plan so we can fucking eat. You feel me? Back in the day, it took a long time for Chick-fil-A and other people to come to the school for us to buy some shit. We not finna fucking, I don't want that peanut butter sandwich. Sometimes I don't want to make my own lunch. We still finna eat. So many people had put other people on to where they caught up with, they was doing. That's how I told you the math wasn't math. And when they start auditing them fucking accounts, and they was like, it's about 10 people using the same fucking number on different fucking times. They shut that shit down, boy. And we just talking about on paper. You feel me? That's why when I say these days, baby, I can't fool people with shit or whatever. Even with advanced technology, the math ain't anything. When I said, but we still was able to eat for quite some time before them fucking cafeteria, like they shut that shit all the way down, baby. But it was good while it lasted. You heard me. It sure was. It sure was, motherfucker, baby. We finna fucking grub. So my favorite shit was pizza, the nuggets with that barbecue sauce. I don't give a fuck what type of nuggets it was. It was good, okay? Bitch, don't fuck with the pizza. Don't fuck with the soybean burgers. All I need is a little mustard, a little ketchup, baby, and some mayonnaise. We still ate. And then Michael Irvin was talking about the fucking Project Cheese, baby. Put some milk in it. You might have to put a little bit of milk and a little bit of water, stretch that shit, and it's gonna be good to go for some motherfucking spaghetti. Period. Period. Michael Irvin talking about not no cereal or water. See, that's what I'm not about to do, and I'm not about to do that powder shit. Even Project Girls have standards. Other people did that fucking powder milk. I'm not. Oh, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all this story. It's not going to be today because I really got to brace y'all and brace myself. I'm going to let you know why I stopped eating cereal. But if I do eat it, I'm going to eat it dry or whatever. It's because when I was visiting New Orleans, some tragic happened. And when I say tragic, I say, bitch, I don't want another motherfucking... I don't want another fucking smack again, bitch. But yeah, Michael Irvin sitting up there, government cheese. Our government cheese melted. I don't know what y'all Dallas government cheese was doing. If he really was having government cheese, baby, show me that it's real. Because other individuals can show you that cards, show you that they was really in the motherfucking commodity line. Yeah, that shit kind of remind you of the Great Depression, huh? You have to stand in line for food and shit. Some motherfuckers who want to eat, they gonna stand in line, but they also went to work too because they had to pay to live in the projects, Michael Irvin. You did. And when you figured out we paying, everybody else not paying or whatever with your 9 and 10 kids or whatever, we had, whoa, it's time for us to bounce. We could go sit up there and move on up. It ain't gonna be like the Jeffersons, darlings, but look, there's no place like something that's outside of this. But the projects was cool though. That's where some of the fondest memories are at. Period. Michael Irvin sitting up there talking about he eating it. Not no powder milk, baby. my cousins used to we visit them. They used to eat syrup saying, and look, y'all, 3344 pleasure. You heard me? Motherfucker, not a syrup sandwich. Some motherfuckers still eat that cold beans if you ain't forget where you come from. Baby, I ain't one of them people because I ain't never eat that shit because I was a picky eater. Like I cook with onion. Do not give me a raw onion, bitch. I'm gonna throw that bitch at you. I'm gonna throw that bitch at you. No, I don't need no raw onion. Now I cook with the shit and saute with. I don't want no onions. Like Armin saying, not the commodity cheese being hard, baby. Oh, it's like I'm potting or whatever. I'm just chopping up with you guys. Michael Irvin, when he said his nuts, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm sorry, but not sorry. And people wasn't looking at his nuts, but people that have big nuts, they can't close their legs. So, ladies, I don't know if Michael Irvin is taking or if he married or single or whatever, but y'all see when he's talking, he gotta sit with his legs open. It remind me of people grandparents and they grump their daddy. Close your legs, baby. We trying to pay attention to this interview, but your legs is open. Nobody ain't paying attention. I'm taking, but if you were single, Michael Irvin, his nuts probably be. That's what I'm getting it. So that's a tip for the girls or whatever. Oh Lord, I am horrible at this monologue shit. That's why I cannot be on the radio. I can't be on TV. I'm liable to say any fucking thing, anything that I see, like, cause I just pay attention to shit. Yeah. Warren Sapp, he was just happy to just chop it up with Michael Irvin. I thought that was pretty cool. I can't relate to that motherfucking commodity cheese that don't melt, son. Yeah, our commodity cheese tastes good. I ain't too much fuck with that shit and that silver can and beef and all the other shit or whatever. Just give me some bologna, baby. Give me about $1.29. Let me go. Y'all remember the food stamp books? Let me get that out you back then. The government know what the fuck that was doing. You sit up there, give about $20. Go ahead and give me a little bit of them chips and give me the change in cash. They stopped that shit real fast. Oh, these motherfucking cash back when they sit up there. You ain't know? Bitch, what the fuck you mean? But nigga, we're trying to go to the ice cream lady. I mean, that fucking frozen cup lady and hit up the fucking ice cream truck, bitch. We need cash. They ain't taking no food stamps. And I'm gonna shut that shit like in 3, 2, 4. No, I said 3, 2, 4. Bitch, girl, I'm gonna shut that shit down in 3, 2, motherfucking 1. Oh, damn. Goddamn. Goddamn, I thought I'd be able to sit up there and buy something for 25 cents, walk out about 70, you know what I'm saying? If you got a dollar. Buy some for 25 cents or 10 cents, you heard me, get that cash real quick, run to the fucking candy lady. You did. How many of you motherfuckers can relate to that? I can't, bitch. I want some ice cream candy. I want that strawberry candy with that little green, you know what I'm saying? The green little thing on the end. I want that ice cream candy, the chocolate, the strawberry, and fucking vanilla, bitch. I want my hot pickle, my motherfucking pig feet, pig lip, and what else they had, y'all? Frozen cups, bitch. Yes, give me my hot pickle. I don't know what happened to my earring. That bitch said, look for me, too. That bitch said, look for me. I ain't looking, baby. Yeah. Michael Irvin said, baby, not that commodity cheese. Yes, who can relate to that shit? You know, food stamp books and shit, bitch. Let me get a book out to real quick. We ain't have a lot of shit. We got like $60. And that shit had to stretch for the whole fucking month. And it did. Now some of you hoes, man, Miss Power was selling y'all shit for fucking I ain't gonna even go there, y'all. But yeah, I'm sitting up there like, let me get that change out you, cause I need to go to the motherfucking candy lady. You heard me? Shout out to New Orleans. Go shut that shit down real fast. I say it's all good. Why it's less and no different from that motherfucking lunch line. Cause a nigga had to eat. Shit, it was all about how do you survive in this bitch. Yeah, let me get that number out you real quick. I just used to do like this. Listen to that number, memorize that bitch, go to the thing. Now, some dummies couldn't even memorize number saying, what number? No, you ain't getting this number, bitch. You gotta listen to somebody else calling the fucking next number out. Then you get that number, bitch. We all can't be using a number going back to back because the motherfuckers have to check it off as you. That shit wouldn't work. Unless you would have went to a different line or whatever. Those hoes belong in the GED section. That's what I'm getting at. But yep, that's how I ate in high school, boo. Yep. If your parents be like, oh, y'all ain't finna get no little change or whatever. No, let me find that piggy bank, baby. Shake that bitch. Shake that bitch just a little bit, baby. All I need is something. So I could go to the corner store across the street from the school. Give me a little snack or two. You dig. Those were the good old days, boy. You had to fucking survive. You had to survive. Let's get back to this syrup sandwich shit. Like, you could give me bologna and cheese. Give me about $1 so I could go and get. You could get like a whole pound of fucking meat back in the motherfucking day. Not for $1, but you heard me. $1 get you something to fucking eat. Like some chips. Maybe a couple of slices of motherfucking luncheon meat is what we used to call it. Or some chopped ham. Oh, there's our motherfucking lunch right there, bitch. The fuck you mean? The fuck you mean, bitch? We ain't starving. For nada. So that's how we ate. So how was it? You let us know how it was like for y'all to grow up in a, you know what I'm saying, in extraordinary circumstances. People don't forget where they come from, and people don't embellish that shit either. So stories can be confirmed. I'm gonna confirm because I'm gonna start. Y'all know I be letting when I'm on my other podcasts. I really just like I'm more open. I show people like really, really behind the scenes, showing artifacts and all the other stuff. These motherfuckers are undeserving in the YouTube streets. So that's why I don't drop a lot of stuff. The only thing I dropped last was the dolls. But yep. Yeah, people like if y'all look like that and the thing, who introduced y'all to damage and all? Because I had an uncle that was in the military and my grandmother. So they gave us like expensive things because my mother would never. She was more like a a penny pincher or whatever. She was like more of a okay, y'all are not about to do this. But my grandmother, my uncle from the Navy, Russell, bless your soul, they spoiled us to absolute eternal motherfucking infinity. So that was the good thing about it. So we didn't have to spend, at least I didn't have to spend all my time in the projects or whatever. I was able to go and visit my family members and stuff. So, and my grandmother was very proper. And I never heard her curse. I never heard her say the word damn. I never heard her use foul language. She probably flipping in her grave. Because back then, I told y'all, we could not use that type of language. We would get in trouble, period. So now I curse like a sailor. So I'm getting it all out my system. I don't curse like that in public though. I gotta be really upset or whatever. But for the most part, yeah, I don't curse like that in public. Yep. Y'all see me doing this. I'm trying to figure out. Well, I'm trying different styles or whatever. Y'all know y'all got different holidays coming up. My birthday is coming up. I don't do too much. I celebrate other people's birthdays more than I celebrate my own. Like throwing them parties and stuff like that. I ain't really celebrate my birthday, darling. People like when I cook for them, when I host their parties. And back in the day, people used to make money too. That's why I tell people customer service is everything. Okay. Yeah. I'm surprised. No, I'm thinking about it's like I'm surprised Mike Irvin didn't get on his little wild stories, baby. He ain't owe us nothing. He every day in the headlines, That's how my other people in the headlines. Kwame Brown be like, but they pick, he from the NBA though. They pick it on me because you have big hands and you can't catch the ball, sir. How you doing? Ah. Oh, I be teasing. Get your channel up, son. Thomas say he trying to weed all these heifers out, respectfully. But yeah, people was out there. I was like, oh no, not again. Not again. Not again. Mike Irvin met Mike Vick. Mike Vick is cooling down to earth. My partner met him. My partner need to lose weight, son. He need to lose weight. He did an interview with Mike Vick. I thought that was so cute. Give Mike Vick his flowers. That's where I'm getting it. Mike Irvin can do it because y'all know y'all chumps probably have each other number. I don't even know if they be cross networking like that or whatever. Give Mike Vick his flowers. You heard me? He ain't all that or whatever. I'm glad you stopped fighting them dogs, boy. I was like, yeah. But you live and you learn. Everything is lessons are blessings. That's all I can say. But back in the day, Mike was on that bullshit. Y'all could probably find some old clips on the YouTube stream. Mike was on it. I used to be like, boy, you got drafted to what? The Cowboy. My other homie went to XYZ. You gonna turn up, baby. I don't want to box these clowns, you feel me? Probably be like, oh, the girls come here and the girls don't take no shit, period. But y'all boys need to stay focused. That's why I'm getting it. Most people do their thing, I fall back. That's the point of it all, darlings. It's like, oh, got somebody else to call. You know how they reach out to other people, tell their people, we gonna be X, Y, just tell them about the list, and then I'm gonna come and I'm like, boy, y'all turn up, have fun, do what y'all gonna do. Not the cowboy, but the other XYZ. So just to see different people come from different type of environments. They didn't come from the projects though, but they came from harder times. Just to see people make it. I don't know what the fuck he did. I ain't even keep up tab with him, but you know what I'm saying. Just to see people make it. And people do be want to bring a crew with them. I'm like, no, because y'all need to stay, first of all, you need to stay grounded. Second of all, you need to worry about your skill. Can't worry about your skill and be worrying about the girls. Not that he was into me or nothing. Jerry Jones probably like, how many of you motherfuckers is it? But he probably done already cheated already. Jerry, Jimmy, whatever, sir. Whatever floats your boat. And other people came for 5 times. They've been retired. Yeah, one of them got hurt or whatever, but he took that bag and you heard me, he took that bag and opened up a business, man. Yep. So your boy Sean Payton Chicken Legs is retired. I don't know nothing about the new coach. I don't even keep up with football like that no more. I do listen to it. Yeah. Listen to the commentators talk they shit. That's what they be doing. Like Troy Aikman, he be on some shit sometimes too. I don't know if he's still a commentator, but I be like, shut up. You gotta love restaurants, darling. And he should know better. Cowboys is never that type of team to where you just gotta, oh, we're gonna walk on eggshells. Or people come from all around the world, man. Sorry. I say, man, I'm sorry. People come, we ain't got time for no color shit. Good times. Well, y'all better look at the legends and the OGs. Y'all done made mistakes, so y'all don't really have to, but you already see your boy. What's his name from the Seahawks? He don't play no more. Y'all didn't see how your boy was doing it. Sitting up there, I can't knock the flats, boy. You can't be doing it. I mean, you don't want to do it, but if you surround yourself around people that's not yes men and yes women, you snap back, get your act right, man. We ain't got time to play for the boys. They got mentors that came before them. All they gotta do is sit up there and watch roots. Rewind. All about longevity. And some of them create businesses. Some of them going to be commentators over there and talk shit is what they be doing sometimes. I'll be like, what did I say? I don't have time to play with the boys like that. We too busy focused on Barb's University, darlings. Too busy focused on Barb's University. Yep. The past was a shit though. We wouldn't take anything back from the world. Not even a bad shit. DC. Had to put that in there or whatever. But for the most part, people had some wonderful experiences. That's why they can't relate with toxic trauma bonding in the YouTube streets or whatever. People like, oh, but you're from the product. I cannot relate to not having a mother, man. I can relate to not having a father because he was murdered. A mother, no. And that motherfucker is a firecracker. How y'all see on VW, Video Wayne? Miss C, she a firecracker. She from the VA like Chris Brown. My mama is I'm taller than her, but shit, you don't want to piss that bitch off. You don't want to piss her off. Okay, there's nothing dropping in YouTube streets as we figured. That's why I got on real quick and also got on a cuss Vicki dealer ass out because she have real bitches fucked up all the way motherfucking 3 times, bitch. I don't know if she trying to make it to Don't Care the Down a Breakfast Club, bitch, but go and play with MSNBC, bitch. Don't play with the Tech Princess. Which she don't. She'll be like, I'm from Mississippi, bitch, and I'm from fucking New Orleans, and we done been to graveyards and everything, bitch, and we still standing. You heard me? I know why people might think you're doing it overboard or whatever. I'll be like, these bitches like to play them tarot cards is doing it overboard, sir. Yes. Trying to sit up there and spell. Go ahead, baby. Obviously, she's no motherfucking physicist or fucking metaphysics connoisseur, bitch. Better go and play with MSNBC, ho, because people got time motherfucking that today is motherfucking Freaky Friday. Is you gonna twerk? No. This is not OnlyFans and I am not fucking Rachel, darlings. I'm not Rachel. I was hoping to drop some articles. I'm probably gonna say that for Wednesday. Because motherfuckers don't READ. I'm gonna try to say some articles for probably like Wednesday next week. That's what we're gonna do. I had a Commonwealth here and I wanna drop it. Y'all wanna read your little thing? Let's see. They say, how can everybody participate in capitalism? I guess these bitches was begging a question on a real motherfucking Dana YouTube. It's easy, bitch. Work. Save for rainy days. Create varied streams of income, basically. And that's just one motherfucking line. I told you. All we do is write. That's one line, but I don't know when I'm going to drop it. I already told y'all what the title is. Hippo's Distortion of Commonwealth. Plus more. So yeah, how's that for capitalism? I don't know. I be thinking that individuals who are rich are supposed to be bullied into donating and stuff. People give from their heart. Oh, people give from their heart though. You don't bully people. Like I be telling the Hamburglar, you don't bully people into coming into your podcast, sir. You don't insult individuals just to get a unnecessary reaction. So if people support, they're gonna support genuinely. You ain't gotta bully people. So all right, you guys. I think I'm about to end it for now. And before I end it, as I said, there's nothing interesting going on in these YouTube streets. Just motherfuckers talking shit. Probably talking about celebrities. Some of them probably sitting up there, probably going to finna suck a dick or two or whatever. Probably gonna end up with a wet ass. You heard me or whatever. Yeah, you did. And there are influencers in these YouTube streets. Y'all probably can't see the more positive ones, but they're influencers, and there are also other YouTubers who are coming behind you. Okay, individuals can see some of them or whatever. That's why we pay some of them some dust when they be ready for the shit. Cause RZA know, bitch. We don't wear none of you hoes. They don't have nothing to do with being from the nation, because we ain't talking to them. We talking about the hoteps, the poverty pimps, the hoes, and the hypocrites, basically. This has been an exclusive edition of Crowns and Tea with your favorite mean girl, your fabulous, my sweetest tech princess, envy me greatly. You heard me. Probably suspended and permanently banned from Twitter. And you know this, man, and stop getting me confused with DJ Envy. That's at the Breakfast Club, okay? This is Crowns and Tea Podcast, where we truly get it in. You heard me. Shout out to New Orleans. Shout out to all the DJs and the producers in the motherfucking universe. There are too many of you motherfuckers to even motherfucking name. Shout out to the Hall of Famers. You heard. Shout out to Deion Sanders for they signed best. I mean, football. Shout out to motherfucking Kobe, i.e. the fucking Black Mamba. You already know what it motherfucking is. Spending the ones and the twos. He don't spend them. Other people spend them. As he signed individuals basketball and pulled up on them without the fucking media. Shout out to the Mamba. You heard me. And congratulations to YouTubers. So truly, y'all really doing it. Some of them are doing it, darlings, or whatever. If you're not some of them or whatever, we are really unbothered, but we might drag and gag your ass all across these motherfucking YouTube streets. You dig? Yeah, I just be cracking myself up. That's because y'all be cracking me up too. We don't know what Craig was on with that juicer. I'm not paying $600 for no motherfucking juicer, boy. The fuck out of here. I might spend $135 for that bitch, not no $500. What that fuck is that juice gonna make the fucking juice with the shit? How you doing? Shit. Speaking of how you doing, I might drop another bonus episode of a bonus Crowns and Tea podcast. You heard me? Cause we gotta put your boy Kevin Hunter on the motherfucking roasting table. You did chopping table. You did or whatever. It's gonna be tasteful per usual, darlings. And we don't know who sent Choke No Joke, but he is not giving what it's supposed to give. Jigga, get your old boy. get grandpa. We're gonna tell them what an internship really is, darlings. And no, we did not intern for Jigga, Mr. Carter, Mr. Marcy Projects. You heard me or whatever. He entertained the boys entertained them, and the girls create their own motherfucking lanes. Welcome to Barb's University. You dig? Shout out to the NYC. You already know what it motherfucking is or whatever. And just because we ain't in your little state out, everybody is included or whatever. If you have sit up there and given any type of talent and spill any type of talent into the universe, we're talking to you too. It's too many motherfuckers be giving flowers to. But y'all know we biased. We a little bit biased over here at Crowns and Tea Studios, that is. But that does not stop us from knowing if something is a flop or a motherfucking bop. You heard me. Now, that was long-winded, huh? I told y'all I could talk forever. I really like to hear you guys talk or whatever, because y'all are a very interesting bunch. All right. Don't let the animation fool you. I'm just tapping into the theater aspect, darlings. I'm a lot of rusty. So I thought a broke hoe said something when I said broke. I'm talking about morally corrupt and bankrupt and spiritually broken. You dig? And how's that for spiritual warfare? Now I got a jet, bitch. Bye. Adios.